Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Can we confirm we can hear me loud and clear? I'm also Oluwaseun. How is the audio from your hand, please? Immaculate says it's not clear, it's not loud. Okay. Amosu says it's loud and clear. All right. Immaculate, you need to check your audio. You need to check the settings from your end. So look how you're doing. Thank you very much, sir. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right. So good morning once again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, traders as well. It's your first time too. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome. Good morning to you. All right. So again, it's great to have you join today's edition of the morning market review. All right. And of course, on this forum every day, you get to check, look at what's going on in the market. All right. And this is also with the hope that you'll be able to keep a few entries and trade ideas for today and for the rest of the week as well. All right. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So just a second while I switch to the trading platform. All right. So I have the MetaTrader 4 platform off. Can we confirm we can see my screen? So I'm sure we're on the same page, then we can forge ahead. Anyone quick confirmation? All right, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Immaculate, you're the only one with the issue, so please, that's definitely from you, all right? You're the only one with that issue. You need to have your device. Thank you. All right. So from the last session we had, up until now, the market has been pretty much remarkable. All right. We saw price breaking above and below important key levels, thereby creating fantastic trade opportunities, just like we envisaged from that last session, if you were here. All right. So in the same vein, we start with the dollar index. The dollar index, because once we confirm the direction of the dollar index, we can easily apply this to the rest of the major pairs as well as other assets as well. All right. So what I have is the USD index on the daily time frame, and the USD index on the daily time frame. Right. Okay. So from that last session, I was showing us how this was beginning to look pretty much constructive, the downtrend for USD index. All right. I remember using trend lines to highlight the direction, all right, or the structure. This one came back to a few pips before the all-time high at around 110 level. All right. And then created this double bottom. And then we got some retracements to 108.5 level. And from there, we created a new low, found support at 106, and then pushed higher, retracement. Okay, let's see where this got to. 107.5, 107.5. All right, and then from there again, it created a new low. All right. Now, this structure, of course, is typical of a downtrend. Continue to see a series of lower highs and lower lows. All right. Now, currently, price is finding support at this area. All right. This is around 103.5. And then if you also look at this trend line here, let's see as far as it stretches. This is from mid 2023, sometime in July of 2023. All right. This level supported, all right. December, that's end of December now. This one here, middle of December, sorry, middle of 2023, end of 2023, price found support at that same trend line. All right, let's continue to click forward. Another attempt there. 2024 August, all right? 2024 August, another attempt at that trend line. Okay, eventually price broke below it here, took out that trend line, and then found support at area between 100.6 and 99.6. And from there, we got that aggressive rally back to 110 level. Okay. And then from 110, price has been creating series of lower highs and lower lows. And as it is right now, it is back to that same trend line. It's not trading around that trend line that dates back to middle of 2023. Okay, very close to this support now at 103.5. Let's see how significant that level is. 103.5 there. Here as well. This level as well, 103.5, and on and on and on. Okay, so currently, it won't be surprising to get some retracement from the current level. All right, it won't be surprising to see some correction from the current level. Now, this is a significant support level, so we expect buyers to react, to come in or step in at this current level. So we may get some pullback around this area. Okay, again, this is the daily time frame. However, let me take out these shapes. All right, so I was going to say that, however, if we get a break below this 103.5 level, then the trend may just continue. All right, it may just continue below 103.5. However, like I said earlier, it won't be surprising to get some correction from this current level, and especially because this is a significant support area. All right, for the obvious reasons I just highlighted. Number one, because of this trend line that dates back to middle of 2023. And at the same time, this 103.5 level. So it won't be surprising to see some retracement around this level. It won't be surprising to get that. Okay. And again, I also pointed out that if we get it close below this 103.5 level, if we get it close below this support level, then that would open up lower prices for the USD index. All right. So let's see if eventually we get a correction from the current level. Then I'll be looking towards the 50% level and 61.8 Fibo level. All right. So what did I just do? I measured this most recent trend from the beginning of the trend here, the last lower high that was created to the end of this trend that we currently see on the chart. All right. So from point A here, the lower high level and the lower low that we are currently seeing on the chart. All right. So that we can use this to measure the retracement. It is going to happen from this level. All right. To what extent do we expect the retracement to go? That's why we're using the Fibonacci tool to measure that. And of course, we have the 50% level and the 61.8% level for full pullback. Okay. Now I'm going to take out the Fibo. So I'm looking at this area. And 61.8. Right. So now I can check out the Fibo. Okay, so in the event that we get pullback from the current level, that we start to see a correction from the current level, then I'll be looking towards this area. I'll be looking towards this area for that pullback. All right. And again, don't forget, I also mentioned that if we get it close below 103.5, then the downtrend may just continue below 103.5. All right, so that's it for the USD index. Now let's head over to Euro USD, which is essentially the inverse of USD index. All right. Now, even for Euro USD, again, we have this trend line. This is from towards the end of 2023. A support here as well. 2024 April, a support here as well. And then let's play it forward again. Here as well at support. Price eventually broke below it right here, and now it's approaching that same trend line. And then again, because of this level at 1.09, because of this resistance at 1.09. So just like for USD index, we have this trend line, and then we have support level at 103.5. For Euro USD now, we also have this trend line, dates back to end of 2023, and then this 1.09 resistance level as well, which is also an key level. Okay, so for this bullish move here as well to continue, then we need to see price take out that resistance. It has to close above that resistance. As it is currently, it is close to the resistance, and you do not want to be buying at resistance. Okay, so just like we did for the USD index, let's also measure this most recent trend and then have some ideas for pullback expectation. All right. So from this low, this is Euro USD now on the daily time frame. All right. So from this low to this high here, and then again, we'll be looking towards the 50% level and the 61.8% Fibonacci level. Okay. So I'm going to take this out. All right. So for Euro USD, let's check lower time frames. 4 hours and then 1 hour. All right. So very close to our resistance area. Very close to our resistance area. Don't forget, we have the trend line from 2023, and then we have resistance at 1.09. Okay. Very close to the resistance area. You would agree with me. So, of course, I expect that for this aggressive move now that we have currently from 4th March, okay, from this level, after we get a break above this resistance, all right? So price took out that resistance, and then that was our trigger to buy at that time above 1.052 resistance. Okay. Initially, we have this range between 1.052 and 1.02. Okay. And then price took out resistance side at 1.052. So a break above that was our confirmation to long Euro USD. So I expect that quite a number of us would have taken advantage of this move higher. All right. So as it is right now, it's now very close to resistance. So in order to continue to take this buy, we now need to see price take out the resistance at 1.09. If we get that, then this will just continue to open up higher prices. All right. Or if, on the other hand, like I mentioned, from that resistance, we start to see a correction, from this resistance, because we expect we expect sellers to come in or step in at this resistance. All right. So we will see a correction back towards the 50% Fibonacci level at 1.0625, or the 61.8% level somewhere around 1.0562. Then we take buys after the end of the pullback. All right. So two expectations for USD. Number one, a break above resistance to join the buy, or we see a correction towards the 50% level or 61.8% Fibonacci level. Then you take buys from there. Please, let me quickly say this during the course of the presentation. If you have questions, you can drop it in the chat box, and then I will check random to Immaculate. I hope you have it resolved now. If you have questions so far, it would be a good time to drop it in the chat box. So far, we've looked at the USD index and the euro dollar. If you have questions based on those two assets, you can drop them in the chat box so that we can address them. All right. I guess none so far. So heading to pound USD now, similar to euro USD, of course. So again, from trying to locate 4th March here. Okay, this candle. All right. So again, for pound USD in the same vein, also took out resistance at 1.28. Took out the resistance at 1.28. This is not as bullish as the Euro USD counterpart though, but this is still reasonably bullish. All right. So now above price has taken out the resistance at 1.28. So the next level to look at would be 1.305. All right. 1.305, right, as the next resistance level to look at. Now let's look at 4 hours and maybe 1 hour as well. Okay, so this is a good support level on the 1 hour time frame for pounds USD. And then again, on the 1 hour time frame, we have this bullish reversal pattern. All right. So from the current level, we'll be expecting price to continue to push higher, especially towards this resistance 1 hour time frame, and then eventually hitting. If it takes out this resistance on 1 hour time frame, then we would have a run at 1.305 resistance for pounds USD. Moving on to USD cards. Moving on to USD card. Okay, for USD card, has been mostly sideways, mostly sideways. Price has been ranging between resistance here and support right here. Okay, so that's between 1.445 and 1.43. All right. Price has been trading between those two levels. Here at resistance, came back to test this space as support, returned to resistance, came back to support. We got this gap above resistance, but aggressively price came back inside that range, broke below it again, back in the range, and then it stayed in the range as well. So currently we have price retesting the range resistance at 1.445. All right. So with that in mind, we head over to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so for USD card on 1 hour time frame, this here is resistance. This here is resistance. So we continue to look for opportunities below that resistance. We look for sell opportunities below the resistance. However, if price takes out the resistance, then we may just see price push higher above 1.445 resistance, above 1.445 resistance. But as long as it stays below 1.445 resistance, then we continue to take sales. We continue to take sales back towards the 1.43 support level. All right. I'll do that shortly. Pound JPY. Okay, what do we have? Okay, trend line from 2024. Okay, here are support, here are support as well. Fast forward to here are support as well. The same thing. Then price broke below that trend line. And now that trend line is currently acting as resistance for price. Okay. And then we also have this key level at 190. We also have this key level at 190. Key level because of the multiple reactions we've seen at that level. Here, it supported price. Here as well. Even here as well. And then we see the reaction here as well, and then here as well. Okay. So for me, that's why the 190 level is quite significant. Okay. So 190 level acting as resistance, price is also below the 50 period moving average, also below the 50 period moving average. All right. So what it means is that below 190, we take sales. Below 190, we take sales. All right. Okay. So we see this low, lower high, and then lower low. Okay. So currently what we are seeing is the retracement for the lower high. All right. So from the current level, what we expect is for price to create a new low that is even lower than the previous low points that was created somewhere here. All right. So what we now need to see from the current level is a bearish pattern that will confirm to us that this price for pound JPY is ready to continue to push to the downside. All right. So on the 1 hour, this is the 1 hour time frame for pound JPY. What we need to see here is a bearish confirmation, maybe a bearish engulf candle, dark cloud cover, inverted hammer, or any other one at that. So once you get that around this area, then we can expect price to push lower from that resistance. Okay, that's for pounds JPY. You're welcome. Right, I got that. Okay, let's see what's happening with gold. Okay, USD JPY before that. All right. USD JPY on the daily time frame for me, this is what I had. All right. And then we see this descending channel. Okay, we see this descending channel. You can see how price has stayed between this channel. All right, testing it at as resistance, support right here, resistance, a few pips to the support, resistance back here, support here, price broke above it, came back into that channel. We tested the support side, back at the resistance, and currently we have price at this key level, 146.5. Again, key level because of the multiple reactions that we have around that price level, 146.5. Here as resistance, here as support as well. here as support as well. And then if we continue to go back, we'll see more confirmations at 146.5. Okay. So 146.5, important key level. And we're also as we can also see how price is reacting to that 146.5 support level. Okay, now this is the daily time frame. All right. Now let's head to 1 hour to see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame. Now, let's go back to daily. Now, on the daily time frame, this is a descending channel. Of course, that's bearish. This is bearish. Okay. So what it means is that this will continue, we continue to look for opportunities to sell because this is bearish. We have a descending channel. All right. Now, because it is also very close to a support level. All right. At support, we are supposed to buy, and at resistance, we sell. All right. But for USD JPY, because the direction of the structure is bearish, that's why we look for opportunities to sell, all right, as many times as we get that opportunity to take sell trades because it's currently bearish. Okay, so take back to 1 hour, take back to 1 hour, and then on 1 hour time frame, price we tested the 50 pure moving average as resistance, and then it's created what currently looks like an evening star pattern. All right, we have a green candle. Next to that, we have a doji candle, and currently we see a bearish candle. All right, so at the end of this 1 hour, we confirm an evening star pattern. If this closes as it is, all right, then we get price would push lower from the current level. Expect price to push lower from the current level, but this is also a support to be mindful of. This is also a support level to be mindful of. All right. So if we get evening star pattern from this level, all right, we can expect lower prices. And then also need to be mindful of this support level, right? And then if eventually price breaks below that support, then that would further confirm the bearish bias that we have for USD JPY. Right. So let's get back to gold now. Okay. All right. So this is gold on the daily time frame. This is gold on the daily time frame. All right. We got this fantastic rally all the way to the all-time high at 29.55. Okay, at 29.55. All right. So since price tested 29.55, we saw the correction. We saw this move right there. A few pips away from the 50 period moving average. All right. Now, could this be the beginning of a downtrend? Could this be the beginning of a downtrend? Because if you look at the structure of a downtrend, we're supposed to see low and then see a lower high, all right? And then see for the downtrend to be confirmed, we now need to see a lower low, all right? We now need to see a lower low for the downtrend to be confirmed, all right? So let's take this out. We're still on the daily time frame. Let's take this out as well, okay? And I'm going to do this, lighten this, and this as well. Okay, so we have 29.55 resistance, and then we have support around 28.81. Okay, so let's take that to 4 hours. This is what we have on 4 hours. How about 1 hour? Okay, so on 1 hour, we have this sideways movement. We have this sideways movement, all right, currently for gold, all right. So it recently tested the 28.81 support level, pushed higher, and now currently finding resistance. So here we have 29.00. Okay. Right. So currently price is at a resistance area, all right? Is at resistance, okay? So from that resistance, the 1 hour time frame now, from that resistance, we can see price is currently also below the 50-period moving average and currently inside this resistance, okay? So from this current level, and then on this 1 hour time frame, on this 1 hour time frame, we see this bearish move, all right? We see this bearish move, and then this looks like a correction into the resistance. And then if we see a bearish move at this current level, if we get a bearish reversal pattern at this current level, then we could see price push lower from this current level. Again, if we see bearish engulfing, dark cloud cover, inverted hammer, double top, and think reversal patterns like that, sort of reversal patterns, we get it at this current level, then we can expect price to push lower from that resistance. And again, however, if price takes out that resistance such that we now see a close above that resistance, then that bias may likely switch to bullish one, okay? We may see this in the chest of that as support, and then higher prices from that level. All right, so those are the two things I'll be looking out for on gold assets, okay? On gold. Euro AUD, Euro AUD. Okay, right there. Back to victory, and then back to daily. Okay, so for Euro AUD as it is right now, it's currently taking out this high. It was created sometime in 2024. Okay, it's created sometime in 2024. All right. And then currently price has taken out that high. It's closed decisively above back level. All right. So let's see from this low now to the current level. We have this high here as well. All right. So for me, on Euro AUD, this is currently aggressive, very aggressive right now. All right. Found support back at that high that was created sometime in 2023, and then is beginning to push even higher from that level. Okay. So we may need to see some retracement here. You may need to wait for some retracement. All right. Okay. So this is the 1 hour time frame for Euro AUD. So 1.72534 was the last high that was recently taken out. So price closed above that high, and we expect this level to uh, act as support for price moving forward. Okay. So because the price is already very high, they want to wait for some retracement. I say back at this level or a much deeper one, back at this level to take buys or to join the buy on Euro AUD. Currently for me, it's already very high. This is not the time to be jumping into a buy. It's already very high. Okay. It's already very high. All right. So the ideal thing would be to wait for some pullback and then join the buys from that level. AUG card, do I have that here? All right, so on AUD card, this is me just looking for the key levels. Let's see if 0.9 works here. Okay. All right, so currently for AUD card, we have this move here back to this resistance, came back to support, and then heading back to resistance. All right, heading back to resistance. Okay, it's been a struggle closing above that resistance. It's been a struggle. And that's why we see these spikes here. These spikes here, okay? That means higher prices were being rejected at the time, all right? So we're having another run towards the resistance. Currently, we're seeing another run towards the resistance. And then if price finally close above that resistance on AUD card, okay, then that may be the beginning of the bullish move on AUD card, all right? So we have resistance here at uh, around 0.908, and then support here. You can see how price has stayed in between that support and resistance, and now heading back to the resistance side of that range. Okay, so like I said, if price takes out this resistance, then this level becomes support. You get a retest of the support, even more fantastic, and then you see higher prices from that level. All right. If, on the other hand, price fails to break above this resistance, price fails to take out that resistance, and then we get some bearish reversal pattern at that resistance. All right. Then we may see another run to the support side of that range. Okay, but first we need to see bearish reversal pattern at that resistance. Talking about AUD card. Okay, we looked at USD JPY already. All right, let's touch on the indices before we call it a day. Okay, let's talk on the indices, maybe one or two at time permits. All right, and we can see how the US indices are experiencing heightened volatility, mostly due to President Trump's tariff policies. They continue to shake investor confidence, all right? And then US 30, US 100, US 500, you can see how the US indices have been bearish, okay? So the question is, if the bearish move will continue from the key levels that they are currently at right now, all right? Okay, for US 100 now, currently it's below this key level at 19,500. Okay, again, why is it a key level? It's because of the multiple reactions that we have at that level. All right. And then currently prices below 19,500 price level. All right. So let's take that to 1 hour. Right, this is what we have on 1 hour. Okay, so on this 1 hour time frame for US 100, if we get a bearish reversal pattern at the current level at 19,500, okay, then we can expect the bearish move to continue below 19,500. Again, if on the other hand, we see price stick out the resistance, that is, we get a close above that resistance, all right, then we will see a run towards the 20,000 level, okay? But first, we need to see price take out the resistance at 19,500, all right? So if price fails to take out that resistance and instead we get a bearish reversal pattern at this resistance, all right, then the bearish move will just continue from that resistance. Okay, so that's the expectation I have for US 100. US 30 as well. We have this at 42,000 and even US 500 at 55.60. All right. Right. Dowd at day on June. Okay, I hope you got that. And then for the next 2 minutes, any questions on the assets we've been able to look at so far? Let's take one or two questions and then we call it a day. You can quickly drop it to the chat box for me to quickly look at. Well, Juprom, for me, I'm just using it as a guide, all right? I'm not so much relying on the moving average. Of course, there are different approaches to using the moving average. We could use a single one to confirm direction that says price above or below the moving average will signify strength or weakness respectively, all right? So that's how I prefer to use the 50-period moving average as a guide to guide my trade decisions. So currently, for instance, on the US 500 now, we see that price is below the 50-period moving average. Hence, I'll be looking for opportunities to sell, all right? As long as price stays below the 50-period moving average. It is exponential. It is exponential. It is exponential. And then for USD JPY, very fast, we have a descending channel. So we're looking for sell opportunities. However, price is very close to the support area. It won't be, we may see buyers stepping it at this we see buyers stepping in for you mean for USD JPY? Oh, okay, yes, you mean for USD JPY. All right, it's currently bearish, and that's probably why we have not been able to find one. It's currently looking very bearish. This is the daily time frame, and then we have this descending channel. Price is also below this 50-period moving average. And additionally, in terms of fundamentals, the USD is currently weak. The USD is currently weak. So to take sales here in line with the structure or direction here, we need price to take out these support. And then that would be that would open up lower prices for USD JPY. All right. So this is where we leave it on today's edition of our morning market review. Tomorrow is another day. Join us same time as we continue to watch the activities in market very closely. All right. Thank you very much for joining today. I wish you a great training and see you next time.